So, uh, welcome, guys, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Please, firstly, let me know if my audio works, right? Please, everyone watching, Sagnik, Finn, James, Ram, please, any one of you, please let me know if my audio is fine or not. And yeah, we'll start. So, firstly, thank you, everyone. Thank you, FPL Penguin. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope everyone had a very good game week, right? It was kind of, I don't know, weird kind of game week. I don't know, it was kind of very obvious one, but still, I think a few players single-handedly changed everything this week, right? And I did not own them. So yeah, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about how my week went and what my plans are, right? Games are coming thick and fast, and yeah, now there is FA Cup and all those midweek games going on, right? So I think next deadline is on Tuesday. So yeah, we'll talk about everything. So I think there needs to be some changes now. The way I have been doing the transfers, right? I think I need to go a little aggressive now because now De Bruyne is out now. To be honest, I always want to make some changes right now, right away, but I don't want to do that because there's been, as I said, there's been midweek games and the coronavirus and all that stuff, right? That kind of helps, so the thing is, what I'm trying to do is, I'm probably sure I'll remove De Bruyne this week, and now there are too many options, right? Because De Bruyne is a lot of money, a lot of money. So we can do a lot of it with that. So yeah, I'll show you some options that I've been playing around with and everything, right? Firstly, everyone, thank you so much for joining in, Ankit and FPL Penguin also. Yeah, please check out his channel. Awesome contents, please do, right? So yeah, I have been going through some exam periods right now, so I was not super involved. Right, my gaming was not that good at all because everyone that I talk to, right, they are like almost everyone that I talk to have had more than century points this week. More than 100 points. James had more than 100 points. Ram Kadel had more than 100 points. Actually, Ram Kadel has this is his twice. I mean, this season he has done twice. He has more than 100 points twice. So yeah, we were talking about that. Like, he's a pretty lucky guy, because every time he brings someone, they, I don't know, exceptionally does good. And yeah, yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about everything right now. So this is what my team looks like, right? It's a big rank drop. I was around 600,000, right? And now I'm around 800,000. So that's a big drop. I don't want to go to that million mark again because it was kind of difficult for me to get out of it, right? So I just don't want to be there. So yeah, still, there are a lot of game weeks left. I still have a lot of chips left, right? So I don't think I need to panic, but still, I think now one thing I have been talking about is how I'm kind of not taking too many risks. I feel like I kind of am playing very safely, right? That is one thing I was kind of talking about with James, because I do agree with that, because I don't know, I'm not taking too many hits. I'm kind of playing precautiously because of this coronavirus. Things change very quickly, but I think now, I don't know, I think I might make some aggressive moves. So yeah, let's see. I'll talk about my transfer, but this is what my game week looks like. So 68 points. So after the -4, it becomes 64 points, right? So just in the average point for this game week is 64, and I also have 64 points. So not a good game week at all. Looking at that, the highest point is 195. Like, I don't know, it was people were captaining Pereira, triple captaining Stones. Like, who does that? Who does that? So I don't know. I don't even know how to play this game anymore. So I don't know. Yeah, as I said, I'll talk about everything. So Kufal Crystal, I think one of our viewer did captain Crystal, right? I don't remember, but he was talking about it, so I don't know. Yeah, props to that. And De Bruyne injured now. 4 to 6 weeks is what Pep Guardiola has said, but I think there are difficult games coming up. Like, they continuously play, I think, Spurs and Liverpool and all these big teams, right? So I'm pretty sure this is maybe some kind of mind games or something. I don't know, but still, De Bruyne will be out for this week. And another player I want to remove from my team is Ward Prowess, and maybe Bellerin too. Yeah, Bellerin too. So there are some players I need to remove. I'm very aware of that, right? But as I said, I only have one transfer. I can remove all of them at once. So as I said, yeah, new game weeks are also kind of on horizon, because I was looking at Ben Krelin's Twitter. I think he's kind of sure that there are double game weeks again coming for Man City and Spurs, I guess. Let me check. I think Spurs do have some missed games, right, because of the virus. So yeah, 2 games. They have not played 2 games, and both of the games are pretty good. So maybe next week I'll try and bring in Son also. I'll talk about that too in a while. And about Man City also, I think they also have few games left to play. Yeah, they also have still few double game weeks to come. So maybe Ben Kellen kind of has said that it might be on game week 23 or 29. It depends. So not very sure. Nothing announced yet, but still. he has kind of predicted some of the double and blank gaming. So we'll talk about that too. For now, let's talk how unlucky I am. So firstly, the Bellerin situation. So now, as you all know, before the game week 18, the transfer that I had, I used all of them for the planning of this game week 20, right? Because it was double game week, so I wanted as much double game week players as I wanted. So I got in Dallas, I got in Ward Prowess, I got in Bamford, and all these players, Taylor, right? And I don't know, the Leeds game and Southampton games got cancelled, and Taylor got injured. Like, I wanted to bench boost this week, so but all of these changes, and the double game week for Manchester United, Manchester City, that were added pretty late, so I don't know, it kind of hurt my plans because of all these changes, right? So I did plan for it, but still it did not work out. That happens sometimes. It's fine though. There's no point in dwelling on that. So we'll have to make new changes, better changes. I'll talk all about it. But as I said, Cresswell, I think he did good job. As I think Cresswell will be one of those players that will be season long option for me personally. I feel like there's a lot of value in that player for that kind of price range, because personally I got him for 5.1 million, right? And still he's been delivering pretty good for until now. So I don't know, I don't have a lot of problem with him. I think I'll keep him. Bamford, Dallas, horrible game. The way that they are playing right now, I just don't know what's happening there. And it's time to look at some Chelsea players too, I guess. The team chemistry is not the best for Chelsea, right? For now, by now, looking at how they are playing, but still, it wouldn't hurt too much to get them in your squad slowly, I guess. And Bellerin, I'm pretty sure I'll remove him this week, even if I have to take few hits. So he was benched. Yeah. All in all, it was pretty awful week. And yeah, guess what? Ward-Prowse scored in FA Cup, and he was the man of the match. And he couldn't do that in the Premier League. So now Ings is back, right? So he's not on penalties anymore. So I don't think there's any point of keeping Ward-Prowse anymore. Yeah, we'll talk all about it. And yeah, Taylor also played the second game against Liverpool. And guess what? Burnley did keep a clean sheet, but Taylor was removed in 48 minutes. So that means I don't get clean sheet points. Taylor will be bought on for Bellerin, but still I won't get the clean sheet points. So you can just see there's so many unlucky things happen this week. Like, I couldn't even look at my team, because everyone had Stones, Diaz, and all these players, triple captaining, bench boost, and all. And here's my team, just looking at everyone's team, and like Bellerin is benched, Taylor, I don't know, playing 48 minutes, Bamford, Dallas have no idea what they are doing. Ward-Prowse is like, I'm not going to score in Premier League, I'm going to score only in FA Cup. Nothing went right for this week. So yeah, let's move on to the upcoming days. So I'll get to your questions first. So yeah, everyone, thank you so much for joining. Finn, thank you. Monos, everyone. Mono says, thank you, Ram Cordell, for guiding me. I got 120 plus points because of you. Love ya, bro. Love ya, HonestFPL, bro. Monos, thank you so much for joining in. Yeah, Ram Cordell, as I said, he's I think I don't know about others, but we have been talking, and he has now got more than 100 points twice this season. So yeah, it's been going good for him. So uh where are we? Ankit Mohan says, everyone in 100 club. Yeah, everyone, as I said, I have talked to, everyone has had more than 100 points this week. It was a pretty good week. These kind of single game week can make or break your season. But still, as I said, there are still more double game weeks and blank game weeks. So if you don't capitalize on that, it will hurt you. So we'll have to make some, I don't know, quick decisions. I think I'll take some hits this week. Maybe I think I need to take some hits. The team's not looking good. But yeah, we'll get to that in a while. So Ram Cordell says 140 points. Shiri says, except honest FPL. Yeah, I do not have any 100 points this week. This season, I have not have any kind of a big haul yet. Yeah. So GM says, I might get Sterling in and captain him in replacement of KDB. Now let me tell you one thing about Sterling. What happened was, yeah, I'm not saying James, that's not a bad idea at all, because I think if there's no De Bruyne, it should be Sterling that should be taking all the responsibilities, right? That's what I think personally. And if you remember, in the beginning of the season, there were a lot of games coming. There were Premier League games, there were like international breaks, and in one of the international break, De Bruyne got injured in the Belgium game, right? And that meant Sterling played full minutes, and Sterling would take penalties too. So what I thought was, he was a very big differential back then. He was only 4% owned. I do remember that, and I bought him as a big differential. And guess what? After I bought him in, he like literally blanked for 5, 6, 7 games. I do remember that. Now let me just show you what period that was. Like, he did nothing. He just did nothing. So that might happen now also, because I don't know. Though when Pep Guardiola arrived in the team, right, he kind of bought the very best. that Sterling had. But it's not happening right now. It's just not happening. Maybe Foden is kind of doing good, right? Gundogan might be a good option. Sterling is not that bad. Come on, he's a premium option, and he's Sterling after all. Like, very explosive player. He can do damage. Looking at these upcoming fixtures, right? Upcoming three fixtures, and maybe there's a talk. Maybe there's a double game week after, or in game week 23 for Manchester City. Not sure yet. It's just predicted for now. So no problem in getting Man City players. Try and get as much as possible, and maybe Spurs players also. They also might have double game week soon because of the games that were postponed, right? Because of COVID reasons. So Sterling, not bad idea. Go for it. I don't see any kind of problem. Now maybe he's not on penalties, right? Because he also missed that one. Like, I don't know what he was doing there. So Gundogan is taking the penalty. He did take the penalty when there was no De Bruyne. So maybe it is Gundogan. Gundogan was also taking free kicks, if you remember. Even though De Bruyne was on the pitch, he was taking the free kicks. But still, Sterling scored one, right? But still, what I think is Sterling, De Bruyne, Sterling, Gundogan, not that bad at all. If you want to go for any of them, go for it. I don't see a problem at all. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, the Sterling period that I bought him in. So let me just see where he blanked all of these games. Yeah, game week 6. I think after I saw this, right, in game week 5, I saw that Sterling was doing pretty good. So I brought Sterling in game week 6, and after that, he completely blanked until here. Like, after De Bruyne got kind of injured in game week 5, and so after that, I bought Sterling, and he blanked, blanked, and he scored here. And after that, I removed him, and again he started playing full 90 minutes. He started scoring. That's what's happening. So I'm not saying Sterling is not that bad of an option. He's just go for it. The fixtures are good, right? So yeah, go for it. Sterling not that bad at all. uh what are the other questions? Ramkaran says Berlin again might not start, as Cedric might start. Yeah, Berlin is out from my team. If nothing changes, right? If no players are injured, like if my team just looks like this, if none of the players gets injured or COVID virus or anything, my plan is to remove De Bruyne, Ward-Prowse, and Bellerin for -8 this week. I don't know. I'm taking the hits. I don't care. I'm taking the risk. I think I should be taking some risks now. I think I'm playing too safe, right? So yeah, because I think last week bringing in Diaz was kind of an obvious move that I didn't make. Now, yeah, it's kind of easy to say after the games are complete and after the points have been delivered by him, right? It's easy to say that, but still, uh, I don't know. Diaz looked like a very obvious choice that I should have done. There was no way I would have bought John Stones, right? Because I just feel like he's just not a long term option. And now when Ake, Laporte, these players return, I don't know. I see some kind of rotation from John Stone, but for now I think he's a very good, safe, cheap kind of player. So just go for him for now. But as a long term, I think I would go for rather Diaz than Johnston. No, I mean John Stones. So yeah, Bellerin will be out. De Bruyne will be out. Ward-Prowse. These three players should be out from my team. So yeah, let's see if nothing changes in the midweek, right? That is my plan for now, and I'll tell you my replacements, who are the ones. First, I'll get to your questions in the comment section. So Sagnik says KDB replacement is tripling up on Man City after the double game week scheme. No. If you have three players from Man City, just keep them. Keep them for now. As I said, Sagnik. Now I'm not sure, but according to Ben Credin, there is a double game week coming up for Man City soon. I don't know when, but it's coming up. So if you have Man City players, Spurs players, right, keep them. Don't sell them. Don't try and sell them. I mean, Man City players, there's no reason to sell them at all. I just don't see any reason, because the upcoming fixtures are also pretty good for Man City. There's no reason to sell the Man City asset for now. Just keep them. Just leave them there. Now, one thing I do worry about is how will Man City perform without De Bruyne? Because like De Bruyne is everything in that team. I mean, this guy, the way he passes, the vision, the pinpoint passing that De Bruyne has is insane, man, insane. Like against Aston Villa also, De Bruyne could have easily had more than 2 or 3 assists, but the Bernardo Silva missed a lot of players. Like his teammates kind of missed a lot of chances. So I don't like. He's not the most explosive player I've known, De Bruyne, but still the vision, the passes, damn, he's too good with that. So I do worry now if there's gonna be as much chances without De Bruyne, right? But still, the other players they have, right, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, I feel like they are kind of picking up the pace, picking up the form. So Foden, all these players will get chance, I hope, without De Bruyne there. And I don't think now Gundogan is as much of a rotation risk without De Bruyne. So yeah, Sagnik, I think for me personally, I'm gonna bring in Gundogan this week, right? That's what I kind of think of. Let me just show you what it's Gundogan or Rashford for me, and next week for Son. Now For De Bruyne, I think three choices should be Gundogan, Rashford, and Son. Now Son is because now his son and his performance has been pretty good, right? After Fernandes, he's the one who has scored most points this season, and I do think that will continue. There's literally, if anything happens for the Spurs team, it's from Kane, Son, or maybe sometimes Bergwijn. Bergwijn also kind of does look good, right? But I don't know if he'll be playing all the full minutes. Like Lucas Moura can play there, Lamela is there, Bale is there. So I don't know if Bergwijn is as nailed on as Kane and Son, but still, Bergwijn also kind of does look attacking. So as I said, now these two games, now they might be rescheduled anytime. Game 23, 24, 25, 26, I don't know when, but if you want to get Son and Kane in your team in upcoming days, I think you should do it. Maybe not this game because they face Liverpool, although Liverpool are going through kind of a rough patch right now, but still they are Liverpool. It's just about time they start winning. So yeah. And as I said, next week my plan is to get Son in my team, and I double up in Son and Kane. But for now, what I plan to do is maybe remove Gundogan, right? I mean, bring in Gundogan, remove Bellerin for maybe Diaz or Cancelo. Let's say Cancelo. Let's say Walker is kind of injured right now, right? I don't think the injury is serious at all. It was just a small fall. Grealish kind of, I don't know, grabbed him, I guess. So yeah, I think Walker will be back, but still, let's say if I get Cancelo and maybe remove War Prowess, and maybe should I was kind of playing around with this. Now one thing I could bring in Rashford, right? Now they play Sheffield. So Sheffield is one of those teams who do lose, but they don't concede a lot. Now that is the thing about Sheffield. They do lose, but they don't concede a lot. I think Egan is suspended right now. I'm not sure, but I think he's suspended. But I don't think, even if they line up with 5 defenders, I think it's pretty difficult to beat Sheffield United. So as I said, they do concede, but they don't concede a lot. And I do remember that I think last time when Sheffield and Man United they played, I think Henderson made a big mistake, right? But still, Man United won the game. They had the last word. I do remember that game. Now it will be kind of interesting to see how this week will go on for the Man United team. But still, for me, Rashford, Gundogan, and Son, those are the three options for De Bruyne replacement. Now it depends on how much budget you have, like how your team is set up, right? It depends on that. So make your choices. Now, as I said, next week I'd want Son in my team, but Rashford also does not look that bad at all. So Wan-Bissaka also looks tempting to me. Wan-Bissaka is also one of those players. Like they have been, like the Man United side, they also do fine defensively, like we did see against Liverpool. But again, Liverpool is kind of going through a rough patch, the dry spell right now. Arsenal defense also not that bad, but still, uh, yeah, it's Rashford or Son. Not sure for now, but Sagnik, yeah. Those three are the options for now, for me personally. Sagnik. Uh, where was the question? So Sagnik said, what would be a possible solution for Fund 3? And between Son and Kane, who is the first choice to get in? Or Spurs asset can be a tricky one. As I said, if you want both Son and Kane, I don't see a problem there at all because of the double game weeks, right? In upcoming days, the double game weeks that Kane and Son has, I don't see a problem. But still, Son is the most. I think he's the one getting forward a lot more than any other player. I mean, compared to Kane, right? I think you should get Son between Son and Kane. If you are one of those who does not have any of them and maybe trying to get one, maybe go for Son. I think now next game is after Liverpool, it's Brighton, and I think Brighton is one of those teams who don't like to sit back. They like to attack. That might give some space for Son. And the thing is, Kane plays deep, very deep. He plays very deep, and that is one thing I don't like about Kane. But again, Kane is on penalties, which Son is not. And one thing also I kind of discovered only this week is that Son takes corners. So I think you should go for Son. I'm pretty sure in upcoming days, if nothing changes, right? If nothing happens to anyone from my squad, my plan is next game week get Son in my team, or maybe I'll just get him this week. I don't know. I've not made my mind up on that, but I'm pretty sure I'll remove De Bruyne, Ward-Prowse, and Bellerin from my team. Bellerin for a Manchester City defender, it can be Cancelo or Diaz. I'm not sure yet. De Bruyne for Gundogan, pretty sure about that. And Ward-Prowse for maybe Son or Rashford. Not sure yet. Not made my decisions, but those look like the logical ones. So yeah, let's see what happens. But those are my choices. What was the other question, Sagni? And between Son and Kane, yeah, what would be a possible solution for front three? Now, I think Kane should be there in your team now. Vardy is out right now. What I read about Vardy is I think he will be fine. It's just reoccurring injury, right? It comes with age. So yeah, as I said, he can't be young forever, and he's not getting younger anytime soon. So injuries are bound to come. So the thing is, I think you need Kane there, right? I won't say you need Kane there, but like if Kane is there, I think it helps. It helps. He's been so consistent, He's not been returning hauls, not returning 13, 14, 15, and 20 points and all that stuff, but still, he is kind of consistent. Just look at him. I have had him very long, for a very long time. I don't remember when. It's been too long, but still, he's kind of consistent. He did miss something here, but still, after that, 12, 8, 9, he's consistent. So I don't plan on taking off Kane. So if you want to get Kane and Son, both of them, I don't see a problem at all there, right? Just get them in. And after Kane, who do I want in the forward? Bamford was on penalties, but I don't know what's wrong with Leeds. But I don't know. They are not playing with the same kind of energy. So that things will change. And Antonio, Antonio played both of the games, and anyone who bought Antonio, yeah, props to you guys. And as I said, the only worry for me, Antonio, was I never said he was a bad player. The thing is, will he play both the games and both the games without injury? That is the biggest concern for me when it came to Antonio. And he's an absolute tank. Like, I don't know, he's physically the beast. So there's no problem if you want Antonio there too. The thing is, he's not on penalties and these kind of set pieces. That does put me off, but still, if Antonio keeps on playing, the fixture is also not bad, because I plan on keeping Cresswell and Kufal, right? I think after this game, there is a difficult game for West Ham United defensively. I did check that. Yeah, Liverpool, right? So maybe for this also, I'll have to plan for next game week. I'll have to remove. I'll have to bring in someone. Cresswell, I'm not doing anything to Cresswell. I'll just play him there. Dallas will play there, and maybe one of the Man City defenders. So yeah, if you have Kufal, Cresswell, I think it's fine if you want to get rid of one of them, right? But still, the Aston Villa, Fulham, Sheffield, like these two games, there should be a clean sheet there. So yeah, I'm fine having Kufal and Cresswell for now. And Kufal is the highest assist providing defender for West Ham this season. So like, there's no hurry to remove any of these Cresswell or Kufal for now until maybe game week 24. If you have them, just leave them there. No hurry. If you have Fabianski, leave him there. I don't see any problem with it. Yeah, don't make unnecessary transfer. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, the front three. Yeah, go for Kane. Warner not doing good. Martial not doing good. Let me just check who are the other front three that are doing kind of good, I guess. Vardy injured. Calvert-Lewin is back. I think Calvert-Lewin fixtures are getting good, right? I don't know where James Rodriguez is. Newcastle, Leeds, and not that bad. Fulham, but still I won't get him now. Wilson not getting there. Firmino, nope. How does Firmino have 73 points? He's not been good at all. The Liverpool side kind of needs a center forward. I think they need a complete revamp in their team. Like, there's just not enough competition for the first 11 in the Liverpool side. Like, Trent is playing rubbish, and he does not have a competition there in that right back position. Alisson and Robertson are the only two players that are kind of playing convincingly. That is one thing. Looking at the match, I think that is one thing. And Shaqiri also does not look that bad, right? Like, they have a lot of creators, the Liverpool side. They have a lot of creators, but no one is finishing it. So that is the biggest problem right now for the Liverpool side. So yeah, let's see what happens in this transfer window. And yeah, Wolves also have signed a new center forward from Real Sociedad, William Jose, I guess, right? Like Fabio Silva not doing good at all, not as clinical as Raul Jimenez. So yeah, maybe a good good, might be FPL asset. So let's see what happens. What is the price? Yeah. Maybe go for Kane, and I don't see a lot of forwards I'd want to invest in. Ings on penalties, I think fixtures are not getting good for Southampton. Aston Villa, Man United, Newcastle, Wolves, not that bad. Ings could be one. Arsenal home. Arsenal are doing good defensively, although they are not scoring. So yeah, Ings might not be that bad of an option either. Warner not going near him. Yeah. Maybe for now, Kane, Ings, those are the two, I guess. I don't see a lot of them. I'm super convinced with Cavani, Martial are there, but still, maybe I just don't know if any one of them will be super nailed on. So that is the problem, I guess. Sagni. So Ram Cordell says Ings return. Yeah, Ings is back. So he does not look that bad, because he's also consistent for his price range. I think he's fine if he keeps on delivering. 8.3, not that bad. So yeah. Nathan says, I triple captain Cresswell last week, got 30 points from him. Should have gone for Antonio. Though Nathan, okay, you are the one. So as I said, one of our viewer was kind of captaining. Now he triple captain. Cresswell. So yeah, I don't think it's a fail at all. Like, you got more points than if you had captain triple captain De Bruyne. You would have still got less points than Cresswell triple captain. So Nathan, I think it is a successful one. 30 points from a single player. That's a lot. That's a lot, Nathan. Yeah. So congratulations on that. So I'm the only one in my league with 100. Congratulations, Nathan. That was, I know, very good one. Now you are supposed to play the game your own way, right? And you did. So yeah, props to you. Good one. Congratulations, Nathan. James says, who do you think the best replacement for KDBs? Now, as I said, I don't know the best one, right? Now, as I said, everyone's budget is different, everyone's team is different. Maybe some of the managers already have three Man City asset even without Gundogan. I mean, even without De Bruyne, so they can bring in Sterling or Gundogan or these players. So you have to go for Rashford or Son, these kind of players. It depends on what your team looks like. Like, if you don't have any United asset, any United midfielder or attacker, you don't have Fernandes, you don't have Cavani, Martial, go for Rashford. I think it won't hurt. Go for it. Like, if you don't have Kane and Son, both of them, go for Son. As a replacement for De Bruyne. But for me, I have a Man United player, Fernandes. I have Spurs asset as Kane, right? But I don't have any Man City asset. So that is the reason I'm trying to get maybe a Man City defender and a Gundogan. I don't want Sterling. Like, I could use that money somewhere else for Son, right? So if you want to go for Sterling, go for it. There's no problem with him. I'm not saying that's a bad option, but yeah, everyone's team is different. So for me, I think Gundogan, Son, and Rashford, those three are the one you should be going for. For me personally, those are my choices in the midfield. Now Grealish is on 4 yellows. Like, one thing is, now I did watch that Man City versus Aston Villa game, right? Now they still look very good, Aston Villa team. They still look very good. Now Barkley did start ahead of El Ghazi. Now I don't know if that is going to be the popular pattern where El Ghazi is always going to be benched, right? And Barkley will start all the game. I don't know if that will happen, but if not, if that does not happen, I don't know. Like, still, Grealish still looks too good, Like, he's very good in the build up. Like, he does not get direct assists, direct goals. I know that. That is what matters in the game, but it will eventually come. So for I think 7.8 or 7.7, right? He is the price. That is the price for him, and he's on 4 yellow. So my plan for getting Grealish is, after he gets the 5th yellow and he's suspended for a game, and after that I plan to bring him in. But for now, I don't know. I'm not very convinced that I need Grealish right now. The fixtures are good for the Aston Villa side. I do know that, right? The fixtures are not that bad at all. Newcastle, Burnley, Southampton, these are good fixtures. Now playing against West Ham could be tricky. Maybe there's something here. Well, that's what I'm saying. So Grealish not the bad option. If you have him, maybe leave him there. But what I'm waiting for is maybe he concedes one more yellow and he goes off, and maybe after that I'll try and get him in. So Ram says, whom to captain for next game week, bro? Mane, Gundogan, Rashford. So I don't like all the options, to be honest, because like none of them takes penalties. I hope Gundogan takes penalties, right? So for me personally, I think I'll be captaining Fernandes, I guess. Let me just, yeah. So this is what my team looks like. So Gundogan will be here, and maybe Diaz or Cancelo will be here, and Son. Maybe I think Son will be here instead of Ward-Prowse. Although Son is playing against Liverpool, right? I think I'll get Son there in place of, like, Son is as nailed on as it comes, right? As a player, and he's there. He's super consistent. So I think it should be Son for me. Now I could bring in Rashford, but Rashford again does not have double game weeks. Like, there's no double game for Rashford. So I think I'll go for Son now. That's what I personally plan for. Getting in Man City and Spurs asset. That's what I'm personally planning for right now. And also Aston Villa players. Not that bad. But still, comparatively, if you compare the Aston Villa side and the Spurs assets and the Man City asset, I think Man City and Spurs asset are superior to them. So Aston Villa, Man City, Spurs asset, I think you should try and get them. So personally, that's what I'm aiming for. My plan is to do that, right? I still have my wild card. I don't need to worry a lot, I guess, in the upcoming days if there are a lot of changes, a lot of postponement and all that stuff, right? But for now, my plan is just get the Spurs and Man City assets for now. That is it. So so Ram Cardil as Mane, Gundogan, and Rashford. Maybe I'd captain Rashford against Sheffield. Yeah. I don't like all the options, to be honest, Ram Cardil, right? But I think I personally would, if I had Mane, Gundogan, and Rashford. Like, Gundogan could return you. Like, he could be a very big differential captain, right? Now there's no De Bruyne. I think he will take free kicks, because I did see him take free kick in one of those games. I do remember he did not score, but still, although there was De Bruyne on the field, Gundogan took the free kick. So that means now there's no Gundogan now, so I'm pretty sure Gundogan will be the one taking free kicks and penalties. So Ramkodel now Gundogan could allow. I don't know. It's a risky one, captaining Gundogan. What if he's benched? I don't think he'll be benched though. Will he be rotated with Fernandinho and these Rodri and all these players? I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, is Fernandinho even alive? I don't even know if he's playing. So yeah, Gundogan could be a good differential, right? But I think I'd go with Rashford. Mane not doing good. I don't know. The goals are not coming for the Liverpool side. That is hurting them, right? But yeah, yeah. Gundogan and Rashford, any one of them. Pick your choice, Ram Gordel. Yeah, any one of them. Uh, so Yusuf says, bench one of these three: Dallas, Kufal, Cavallero. I think I'll now. Now this depends on the everyone's opinion is different, right? But what I personally think is I'd rather go for a fullback than a midfielder, like a cheap price midfielder. That's what I personally do, because I think, I don't know, Yusuf, if Cavallero is on penalties or not. I do think he's on penalties, but still, what I personally do is, even if the defender does nothing, literally nothing, right? If he does not concede, you'll get 6 points. But that is not the same for the attacking players. And now Cavallero also playing for not such a big team, right? I don't know who is he facing. Let me check. Uh, Fulham, Fulham. Yeah, Brighton. So not that bad of a fixture, to be honest. So Kufal against Crystal Palace, I guess, right? Let me check. Dallas against Newcastle. I think there should be a clean sheet for. I think our bench Cavalier does not look that bad though. He did score recently, right? Cavalier. I don't have him, but I do remember him scoring. History, yeah, 8 points. So, but I think I'll still bench Cavaliero. Yeah, Yusuf. Yeah, because I think there should be a clean sheet now. As I said, Kufal is the player with the most assists this season for West Ham as a defender, right? So there's no way I'm benching Kufal against Crystal Palace. I do believe he's playing against Crystal Palace, right? Yeah, there's no way I'm benching Crystal Palace. Now there's a new forward signing for Crystal Palace. I don't know, I don't remember his name, right? But he has started training. I did see some photos in the Instagram. So yeah, there's a new striker for Crystal Palace. Now I don't know if that's gonna change anything for Crystal Palace, if there's gonna be any sudden impact for them, right? But I think I would play Kufal. There is an attacking return, possible attacking return, and Dallas also. Now looking at the form right now, right? The recent form, they are not doing good at all, but still they are very attacking side, Leeds. So yeah, I think I would bench Cavallero. Yeah, you see, if it was me, I would bench Cavallero. uh Zwala Rai says, thank you, Zwala, for joining in. Any KDB and Vardy replacement? Yeah, a lot of them, I guess. For KDB, I think, as I said, there's a lot of them. Rashford, Son, and Gundogan. Those three are my replacement choices, Zwala Rai. Now, it depends on how many players you have from which team and which team you are prioritizing, right? For Vardy, I'm not pretty sure for Vardy. If you have the money to get Kane, I guess, go and get Kane, I think. If you have the money, if you have that extra money to get Kane, get him. Ings also does not look that bad, to be honest, right? Because Ings was not injured. If it was injury that kept him out, I think I would be kind of worried. Ings, Antonio, these players, I don't see it. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. So for KDB, Rashford, Son, and Gundogan. For Vardy, Antonio does not look that bad. Kane, always pick his Kane for me if you don't have Kane, Jwala, right? Those are the players for me. Yeah, those it. Nursang says, my team is Martinez, Kufal, Stones, Chilwell, Fernandes. Chelsea against Wolves, I guess, right? Chelsea playing Wolves. Fernandes, KDB, Salah, Foden, Bamford. Whom would you advise instead of KDB? Yeah, everyone's talking about KDB. As I said, Son, Rashford, Gundogan. Now look at your team, look at your budget, and just see who are the players you want. I think I'll bring Son in my team for De Bruyne. I do have the money for that, right? My replacement, as I said, is remove De Bruyne, remove Ward Prowess, take a -8, remove Bellerin. So get Gundogan there. Gundogan is one of the choice for me. Gundogan, and another is between Son and Rashford. I'm kind of dangling between them, but I think I'll go for Son, right? Way more effective. And between Cancelo and Diaz, now I don't know if I should play 0.1 more for a center back. Now for attacking returns, Cancelo is good, but for again the time, the minute, the rotation proof, I think Diaz is more rotation proof. So I'm kind of stuck between if I should go for Cancelo or Diaz. So if I be kind of greedy and maybe take a little bit of risk, I think it should be Cancelo. And if I want to play safe, I think I should go for Diaz. So that is the thing between Diaz and Cancelo. So I've not decided if I want to go for Diaz or Cancelo yet, right? So yeah, these are my transfers for this week. I'm not making this already, I'm not doing this already, although prices are kind of dropping for some players. I'll still wait because of this corona and all that stuff. I don't want to make any kind of hurried decision, but yeah, I'll be taking -8 this week. I think for a longer term it should work out for me. Not if not for if not this week, I think in upcoming days it should work out for me. So my captain, maybe it's Fernandez for now. I think it should be Fernandez. Now it might change, I don't know yet, but for now I think it should be Fernandez against Sheffield. So yeah, Northang. Yeah, those are the three options for me. Northang. Now I have been now one of them. I don't remember who exactly, but Instagram, like one of them kind of mentioned about Madison. I don't remember exactly whom. Yeah, but Madison as a replacement for De Bruyne. Now the fixtures are good for the Leicester side. I do know that, but still, Madison, I don't know. He's not as consistent. Now he is doing good right now, but how long will he keep up with that? That is the worry for me when it comes to Madison, because now he gets injured very easily and he could be inconsistent. I just kind of get skeptical players with Madison and Barnes and these kind of players. I don't know, it's just about time we need to get rid of him. Those kind of players, it just feels like that. It is a transfer waiting to happen. That is what it looks like for me when it comes to Madison and Barnes and these kind of players. So if you fancy them, go for them. I don't see a problem. The fixtures are good for them, right? And there's no Vardy, so that means there should be someone who should be taking responsibility, and it should be Barnes and Madison there. And I think if there's no Vardy, Tillmans will be taking the penalties. So if you fancy Tillmans also, why not go for them, right? There's no problem with that. So yeah, that is my opinion on them. So, but as long as I can bring in Son, Rashford, Grealish, these kind of players, I don't know if I want to go for Barnes and Madison and these kind of players. So yeah, that is just my verdict on it. Uh, so Yusuf says, get Rashford or Son. Already have Keane. So you don't have Fernandez, Yusuf. So do you have Fernandez? If you don't have Fernandez, Rashford wouldn't be that bad. But all I'm saying is, Yusuf, I think both of them are very good options. Rashford, Son, I personally am also kind of battling between them, right? Because I don't know if I want Son or Kane. But I do think the one advantage for Son is, now fixture wise, I think Rashford had the advantage, right? But again, these two, do you see this, Yusuf? This means double game week is coming up soon for the Spurs side. They missed these two games because of the coronavirus, right, Yusuf? So what I think is, I think for looking at the future, if you are planning for the future, I don't know if you don't have wild card or anything. Now I don't know when these two games will be, uh, fixtures in this. I don't know when the games will be scheduled in gaming 23 or 24 or 25. I just don't know when. Right, we'll have to wait on that. But there is a potential double game week coming up for Spurs, and Rashford does not have that, Yusuf. So they don't have that double game week. So I think for now, I think you should go for Son, right? But again, the upcoming fixture for Man United is better, right, than for the Spurs side. So it depends. But I personally think I'll get Son anyway. I'll just double up on Son and Kane and just leave them there, right? The partnership have been too good this season for both of them. So I think it is just one of those seasons for Son and Kane that you need to have them, right? Like Trent and Robertson had last season, like Mane and Salah had a few seasons ago. So I think for this season, Son and Kane are those players. You should. It's not a big problem if you own both of them, no matter how difficult the fixtures are, right? So yeah, that's why I think you see. I think I would personally lean towards Son, but Rashford is not that bad option at all, at all. So Norsang says, please consider that I think to buy Son next game week. Okay, next game week, Son. You want to buy Son next game week? Why not bring him this game week already then, Norsang? Yeah, because if you have the money, right? Whom would you advise instead of KDB? Yeah, I think, as I said, I think it would be a lot. You'd need a lot of money in Norsang if you want both Rashford and Son. I think if you can own both of them, Norsang, if you have that kind of money, but I don't think, because you have KD, Fernandez, Salah. So yeah, I don't think you have that kind of money. So yeah, maybe just go for Gundogan and Son, Norsang. Yeah, Gundogan and Son looks good to me. Yeah, that's what I'm personally doing too. I'm removing De Bruyne and Ward-Prowse for Gundogan and Son. So Norsang, you do that too. I think that should work out. Uh, James says, should I play Kufal or Suchek? Kufal for me. Yeah, Kufal all day, every day, James. Yeah, Kufal for me. I don't know. I personally just go for the fullbacks rather than cheap, attackers or midfielders, unless they are on penalties. If Suchek was on penalty, I would say Suchek, right? But he's not on penalties, not on set pieces. Like he's a big set piece threat, corner and all this free kick and the header threat, right? But still, I think I'd go for Kufal. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Sagnik says Martinez, Cresswell, Wan Bissaka. Wan Bissaka is one of those kind of tempting, right? But I don't see an attacking return from Wan Bissaka. Now 5.4. If I add 0.4, I can get Cancelo, who is like very good defensively, who is like very good attacking wise. So Wan Bissaka is one of those tempting players, right? I'm pretty sure there's a clean sheet here for Wan Bissaka. Maybe not here, maybe not against Ings, but still the fixtures are not that bad. So maybe there's a clean sheet here, maybe there's a clean sheet here. If you have Wan Bissaka, just leave him there, I guess. So yeah, one of those players, one of those players. Uh, so Diaz, Cancelo, the defense look good. Sagni, Cresswell, one for this week. I think this defense looks too good. Martinez, who is Martinez facing? Let me just check first. Aston Villa. So why am I checking like this? Let's just do this. Uh so Newcastle, yeah, the defense look good. Like there's a lot of points from defense, I guess, if things go as planned, right? Martinez, Cresswell, Wan Bissaka, Diaz, Cancelo. The defense looks good. Fernandez, Tillmans on penalties now. Salah, Bamford, Watkins, Wilson in bench. Wilson bench. I don't think you need to bench Wilson, I guess. So okay. Wilson is not bench. So Suchek on bench, Kufal on bench. I think I would play Kufal. But again, your defense already looks too good. KDB. So whom to bring in for KDB, and Wilson has blanked for so many weeks. Transfer out. Wilson is one of those like frustrating players, right? Now I'm pretty sure a lot of people who brought Wilson in their team was probably because of the fixtures, because Wilson's fixtures look too good, right? But still the performance does not. Fixtures good, performance does not look good at all. So yeah, if you consider changing him for some other player, yeah, I don't think that's a big problem. Or maybe just remove Wilson and get Davies, right? And just use that money in midfield or defense. I think that will work out, Sagni. That should work out. I won't say like you need to remove Wilson, right? Because he's on penalties. Like he's the talisman. I would call him talisman of the Newcastle side. But still, as I said, I don't think Wilson is a must-need player that you need to remove, right? But if you think you can use that money somewhere else, more productive, right? I think you should do that, Sagni. Yeah, like I'm open to the option of removing Wilson. That's what I'm saying, Sagni. So your team looks good. Your team looks pretty good to me. Midfield is Fernandez, Salah, Bamford. So you have KDB, right? KDB, you don't, yeah, get Son, I guess. You don't have Kane, right? Sagni, you have Fernandez, you don't have Kane. So yeah, get Son, yeah. Sagni, get Son, I guess. Yeah, it would be good, I think. Yeah, Son would be more. I think you'll have the coverage of all the big sides, I guess, right? Sagnik, it's not necessary that you need to have the coverage of big teams, right? Like you don't have Chelsea players and all these Arsenal or all these players, but still, it helps. It helps. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, maybe get in Son for De Bruyne. Yeah, that looks like good to me. Jwala says my team is McCarthy. I think McCarthy. There was a midweek game for Arsenal and Southampton, right? I don't know what happened to that game, but I think McCarthy did not play. I did look at the lineup, but still, I don't know what happened to that match. So McCarthy, Kufal, Cancelo, Stones, yeah, good. Luton, 4.4. Luton playing against Burnley, Aston Villa, maybe no clean sheet there. Ash Salah, Fernandez, KDB, Zaha, Burke, Antonio, Adams, Body. Like Adams also did almost score in the midweek games, right, against Shrewsbury. Like he was good. Not, I don't know, he was fine, I guess. Vardy, any suggestions? Yeah, KDB and Vardy, play around with that. Jwala, I think that's a lot of money. Like you can literally buy a house with that money. The Vardy and KDB money. That's a lot of money. Like you can make so many big changes in your team. I think you should consider that. Yeah, Vardy. You could go for Kane and Son. I mean, or at least one of them. I think with that money, Jwala, I think you should go at least for Kane or Son. I think you decide yourself who you want, right? You have Fernandez, so Stones there. Gundogan not that bad. If you fancy Sterling also, Jwala, maybe it might work out for the upcoming 3 game weeks, right? But I don't know. Like he has been inconsistent this season, Sterling. So that is a lot of money if he blanks. I don't think he will be benched, I guess. Yeah, there are options to be played around with, like Ferran Torres, Foden, and all these players. But I still think not having De Bruyne, I mean, someone has to take the responsibility, and it should be Sterling for me. So Zala, yeah, at least get Son or Kane in your team. with that money, so much money. I don't know. It's kind of overwhelming, you know. Like KDB, Vardy, like that's a lot of money from two players. You can do anything you want with that money, you know, Zala. So yeah, yeah. Bring in Son or Kane, any one of them, and maybe bring Sterling or Gundogan. That wouldn't hurt. That wouldn't hurt. Maybe triple up on the Man City asset. I don't see a problem at all with that. Yeah. Rashford also not that bad, but still you already have Fernandes, so the fixtures are good, you know, for the Man United side. So do I fancy any other player? No, no, you have a lot of money. Just go for the premium players. Yeah, Jwala, go for the premium players. Nursang says, what about Grealish? So as I said about Grealish, he's on 4 yellows, right? If he gets one more yellow, he will be out now. I think there's game for Aston Villa tonight, right? Let me just check. I'm not sure, but I am pretty sure it's tonight. So yeah, Aston Villa has still a game against Newcastle. Let's see what happens if Grealish gets one more yellow or not, right? If Grealish gets one more yellow, I don't think he got yellow last week. Yeah, he did not. So if Grealish gets one more yellow this week, I think he will miss another one. So after that, maybe I'll consider getting Grealish in. But until Grealish gets that one more fifth yellow card, I'm not bringing in Grealish. So that is my verdict on that. The fixtures are good, not that bad, but come on, like he's just one yellow card away. Fortnite is also just one yellow card away. Now, I don't want that. I don't want that for now. So, yeah. No, Grealish not on my watch for now, Nurthang. Ankit says, Gundogan suggestion. Yeah, go for it. Go for Gundogan. No problem with that. I will bring Gundogan this week. That's what I have kind of thought, right, Ankit? Bellerin utter flop. Yeah. Now, the thing about Bellerin is what happened is now, let me just show you. Since I bought him in, I don't think I've got any kind of points for him, right? I bought him here, Brighton, I guess. No, no, no. I think here, West Brom. Yeah, I bought him in West Brom game. He was subbed off in 53rd minute by Arteta. I did not get any points in game week 17, and in game week 18 I used free hit. So that means I did not have Bellerin in my team, and he did earn 8 points. So, and last game, right? He did not play against Newcastle, and Arsenal kept a clean sheet. So since I bought Bellerin in from game week 17, I have not got a single point. Like if he I don't know how unlucky I am, right? I just don't know. The luck, I just can't believe it. Like, I predicted that he will keep a clean sheet because the fixtures were too good, right? And Arsenal did keep clean sheet against West Brom. Arsenal did keep clean sheet against Crystal Palace. Arsenal did keep clean sheet against Newcastle. Like, the prediction was right, but Berlin did not play. So, how unlucky am I? Like, come on. So, I don't know. The predictions were right. The luck is just not in my favor right now. So, yeah, Berlin auto flop. I don't know. I don't know whom to blame. I made right decisions because come on, I made right decisions. Arsenal kept clean sheet in all of those games. Now, Berlin did not play. Now, I can't control that. You know that is out of my hand. So Ankit said big rank drop for me, 2K to 12K. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As I said, these kind of game make or break a season. So, but still, Ankit, come on, like you have all the wildcard and all that stuff. So there's another, now after this Champions League and all this starts, I think most of the time I do remember Champions League starting in the Valentine's Day, right, in February 14th and all that stuff. I do remember that. So after that, I think there will be a lot of rotations. Things will change there for our good or bad. I don't know, yeah, but there will be a lot of fixture congestion and all that stuff, Ankit. So yeah, it might work out in your favor after the Champions League starts and all that happens. So let's just be patient, right? So there's nothing we can do about it. Just make good transfer in upcoming days, I guess. So James says, should I bring in Son or Sterling or Grealish or someone else? I think for until he gets, as I said, fifth yellow, right? Grealish. I think just stay away from Grealish for now. He does not look bad at all. Just stay away from him. Sterling does not look bad either, James. Sterling and Son, any one of them. I don't see a problem there. Any one of them, yeah. Both of them have double game weeks coming up. Both of them look good. Son is on corners though, so Son does not look that bad. But the fixtures are in favor for Sterling, James. So yeah, as I said, it's like pretty equal to me. Like, yeah, I think go for any one of them. But between Son and Sterling, I feel like Son looks like more of a safer pick, right? He has been consistent this season, but Sterling has very good fixtures. So I just can't differentiate too much, James, right? Again, Son is on corners. Sterling does not take corners. So yeah. I think any one of them. I personally will go for Son though, James. I personally will go for Son this week. Uh, Extreme says Gundogan is the best replacement for KDB. Sterling is a waste. Yeah, now I wouldn't say waste, right? But still, for the form that he's in right now, I would not want to pay that kind of money. Extreme, I do agree with you, right? I wouldn't call him a waste, but still, it's kind of risky looking at the form that he is in, right? So, Extreme, yeah. I think Gundogan should be an obvious choice. I don't think he'll get rotated either. Like, he has kind of stepped up and he's kind of taking responsibilities right for now. So extreme, yeah. My personal transfer for De Bruyne is Son and Gundogan for this week personally. Extreme. So FPL Juggernaut says I have Mount and Harvey Barnes on mine. Your views now. Mount also kind of did score right in one of the games in double game week. Mount and Madison were the biggest differential for my team for double game week. Like, until everything changed, right? I don't know, games got cancelled, coronavirus, and all that stuff happened. But until then, my two of the biggest differential for double game week 20 was Mount and Madison, but I couldn't bring them in. But the Chelsea team, the team looks like completely out of chemistry. That's what's happening. They have good players, but they are just not combining. So that is what is happening with Chelsea side now. I hope that changes like in upcoming days. I'm not sure. Let me just check the fixtures first. I'm not paying too much attention to the Chelsea side right now. Now you could go for the center forward, right? But again, there are a lot of options for Lampard in the center forward too. Like, Giroud can play there, Abraham can play there, Warner can play there. Like, literally anyone can play there. So no, it's kind of risky. But let me just check the fixtures first. Warner, the fixtures, yeah, not that bad. Burnley, playing against Burnley, Ben Mee, Turskowski, Pope, what a legend. These guys are so underrated. I don't know. The game they played against Liverpool. Now, we can argue that Liverpool are not in the best form of their life, but still, like, Burnley side, when they want to defend, when they like put the set the mindset of not conceding, like, they do too good. So Burnley, like, those defenders are not that bad, but their fixtures are not getting good, I guess. Taylor also getting injured a lot. So yeah, Chelsea, Man City for now. Maybe after that game, maybe get someone in. Maybe there's I don't know. Maybe there's 3 clean sheet here, right? So Burnley defenders, maybe after this game, maybe workouts. But for now, I think I'm better off without them. So what was I talking about? Yeah, Mount and Harvey Barnes. So if you have them, I think Harvey Barnes has very good fixtures in upcoming days, right? Let me just check Barnes. Because I do remember I was looking for Justin. So yeah, God, these fixtures are good. Everton, Leeds, Fulham, Wolves. Yeah, these fixtures are good. I think maybe just if you have Barnes, I think just leave him there for now. For now, yeah. Just leave him there for now. Juggernaut. If you have Barnes, don't do anything with Barnes. Like, let's see what happens in few game weeks. The fixture, I think, looking at the fixture, I think it's a hold for me, right? And he has returned uh points in both of the games, so I think it's a hold when it comes to Harvey Barnes. Now Mount also does not look that bad because Mount is on all kind of set pieces. He takes free kicks, he takes corners and all that stuff, right? So I think just leave him there. Just leave him there, Mount. Yeah. Just leave him there for now. I don't think both of them are. If you can change those players, Juggernaut, like if you can change Harvey Barnes and Mount, these kind of players to even a better, bigger players like Fernandez or Son or Salah or these kind of players, right? If you have that kind of money, maybe change them, right? Or else I don't see a potential change needed for Mount and Harvey Barnes. Maybe remove Mount for Gundogan. That might work out, right? Gundogan could be your option, but still, if you have Harvey Barnes and Mount, I think I would wait one more game week, I guess, 1 or 2 more game weeks to see how they perform. I don't see any hurry to get rid of them. Yeah, if I had both of them, I'll wait. Uh, Siri Sual says, should I go to ABC or EBC? So this is not a football question. So yeah, if you don't know what ABC and EBC is, ABC means Annapurna Base Camp, right? That is the 10th highest mountain in the world that is situated in Nepal. And EBC means Everest Base Camp. That is the highest mountain in the world, and that is also in Nepal. So recently, now, although all the coronavirus lockdown and all that has opened in our country right now, so you are free to trek now. You are free to trek to all these trekking destinations. So yeah, both of them are pretty good series. I'll just travel to one of them. Yeah. Uh, Vivek says, what about Madison? As I said, very very injury prone player, right, Vivek? So I don't see a problem having Madison. If you have faith in him, the fixtures are good, and he's on free kicks, right? So I don't see a problem with having Madison. If you already have Madison, I don't see a problem at all. I think he has been consistently returning, right? I do remember. I don't have him, but I have been keeping eye on him because I thought I would bring him at 10, 9, 8. The returns have been good, but the only worry is, will he do that consistently in upcoming days, and will he do that without getting injured? So that is the worry for me when it comes to Madison, BB. So yeah, not bad option, not a bad option. James says, bro, I wouldn't take -8. Why? not just get Gundogan and Diaz and wait for Son for next week. Yeah, that does not look bad either, James. Yeah, yeah. I could do that. I do have the money for that, right? Son does not look like the player I need to get, but again, I 6.1. So even if Ward Prowess drops 0.1 this week, it's fine. I won't go to any kind of deficit, because I bought Ward Prowess for 6.0. I specifically remember that, right? So even if he drops to 6.0, I wouldn't lose any kind of money on Ward Prowess. So I could wait. I could wait and get Son next week. Yeah, I could do that, right, James? Yeah, yeah. Maybe I could do that too. But again, it's Son's price rising. Let me check Son's price. Yeah, -8 does not seem necessary, James. I do agree with that though. Son. Where's Son? I don't see his price. Heung-min Son. Heung-min. I can't find Son, to be honest, right now. So maybe I'll look at it later. So yeah. I think maybe I won't take hit for Son. But I do know I want some Man City players in my team. So yeah, maybe should I? What if I get both Diaz and Cancelo? What if I get all those players? Gundogan. Would I have enough money for Son next week? If I do Gundogan, right, and if I get Diaz, uh, and if I get Diaz and maybe Cancelo, let me uh let me try Cancelo, right? If I do something like this, nah, I don't think I'll have enough money, will I? I'll still have enough money for Son, so I think I'll take a hit, double hit for Cancelo and Diaz, so I'll still have enough money for Son next week. So that means I'll have to bench Davis, Bissouma. Yeah, this team looks good. Yeah. So I think I'll take -8, but for Diaz and Cancelo. Damn, this team looks good. Yeah, I think I'll do this. Yeah, I'll do this. I remove Bellerin and Taylor for Cancelo and Diaz. I think that is a very big improvement, right? Looking at these fixtures. And remove De Bruyne for Gundogan. If they keep a clean sheet, right? If both Diaz and Cancelo plays and keep a clean sheet, now it's 6, 12 points, right? If I take -8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 4 points. I'll get 4 points from them for this week. So yeah, I think if they keep a clean sheet, I think it's a advantage for me. Yeah, I will do this for this week, I think. Yeah, I'll take a -8 and bring in Diaz, Cancelo, and Gundogan, right? Now, I do worry about Cancelo, Walker, Zinchenko, Mendy, all these players are there. I do worry about him, but he does look attacking and cheaper than Diaz, right? So, yeah, this is something I might do. Yeah, change of plan, guys. So, this is what I have thought for now. I think I'll bring Gundogan, Diaz, and Cancelo and bring Son next week. I think that is a good improvement. So, yeah, that is my plan for now, because I already need someone for Chris, because I'm not playing Creswell and Kufal next week. I mean, I'll play only one of them, and that is Creswell. I'm not playing Kufal against Liverpool. That is my plan. So I need someone to play for Kufal. So that will be Diaz and Cancelo next week. So yeah, this is my new plan, guys. So yeah, I'm not removing Ward Prowess. I want to remove him, but I can't. So I'm just keeping Ward Prowess there. I'm removing Bellerin and Taylor for Cancelo and Diaz. I think that is a big improvement, and I'll have to remove De Bruyne anyway. So I'll bring Gundogan there. So this is what my team might look at the deadline. So yeah, this is what I've kind of planned. So Fernandez might be my captain, not sure yet, but yeah, that is my plan for now. Thank you for that, James. Yeah, thanks for that. So where was I? Subcon says, who would you choose as replacement for KDB plus Martial? Option 1, Barnes plus Kane. Option 2, Son plus Ings. Additional suggestions are appreciated. Thank you so much, Subkaran, for joining in and for that question. I think Son and Ings look good to me. Barnes, I don't know. I'm not super convinced to play like Barnes and Madison. I don't know. Like, they have been consistent for now, right? Now, as I said, how long will they keep up? I don't think so. Like, Son, Ings, these are kind of proven players, right? And I feel kind of safe when I have those kind of players. So Ings also on penalties, right? Son, the highest scoring midfielder for Spurs this season. So I think I would lean towards Son and Ings, I guess, Subcurrent from this team. Yeah, Son and Ings. Yeah, that would be it. Or you could play around with maybe Gundogan and Kane, these kind of players. You could play around with that. Barnes, I just don't know. I'm not super convinced to play like Barnes. Not having Vardy, maybe that will kind of benefit in a way, I guess. It's beneficial for both, maybe Barnes and Madison. I'm not very sure, right, Subkaran? But still, I think I would lean towards Ings and Son. That looks more of a stronger pair than Barnes and Kane to me. Yeah, Subkaran. Go for Son and Ings. DCL maybe not for now. Just wait. Uh, Sagnik says Tillmans gave me 15 points. Really happy from him. Yeah, maybe there's more coming from Tillmans. Sagnik. I'm pretty sure he'll be on penalties. Subkaran says thoughts on current team. ZK Martinez fine. Chilwell, Cancelo, Kufal, Dallas. Midfield is Salah, Fernandez, Barnes, Son. Mm, Marshall, Bamford. Let me check Marshall. Marshall. Now, suddenly, I think now do we now I do remember when everyone was kind of thrashing Man United for getting Cavani in their team. You know, the old player, like he's washed up and all that stuff. But I don't know. Looking back at it now, I think Manchester kind of made a good move, I guess. Like looking at how now that Man City is struggling without having the center forward. They are not struggling, but I think the productivity would have been more if they had one more center forward that was kind of reliable, right? And looking at how Liverpool is struggling without the good center forward, and looking at how Wolves are struggling without good center forward, without Raul Jimenez, I think having Cavani and Martial as a center forward option, I think Man United kind of made a good transfer this season. Now Martial, we do know he kind of gets injured and he's kind of inconsistent, and but still Cavani, even if he does not play every game, when he does play, he does look good. So yeah, I think Cavani signing was kind of a good one, I guess. So I do worry about Martial getting rotated, right? But yeah, the fixtures are not that bad. If he does play and if he does return, I don't think you need to remove Martial. But still, he could be rotated. So Bamford, Antonio seems fine. So yeah. Subkaran, yeah. Bring in Son, right? Bring in Son, and if you have money, bringing Ings also. That does not look bad. Yeah, I wouldn't go against that. I wouldn't go against that. Or if you fancy, maybe just bring let me check your defense. Chilwell, Cancelo, Kufa, Dallas. The defense also looks fine to me. Salah, Fernandez. Yeah. I think get Son there, right? And Martial. So you could get some 4.3 forward for Martial, right? And maybe use that money in midfield. You could do that. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah. You could play around with it, I think. Subkaran. The team looks fine to me though. Bamford, Antonio. It does look like, yeah, but still I would invest on Son. Yeah, bring in Son. Yeah, go for Son and Ings. Subkaran. I think I'll do that. Yeah. Uh, Sanjay Patel says, I have KDB and Vardy. What to do? So yeah, get rid of them. That's a lot of money, as I said. You could literally buy a house with that kind of money. So if you could buy a house in FPL, you could literally buy a house with that money. So for KDB and Vardy, Ings look good. For Vardy, Ings looks good. Antonio looks good, right? And for KDB, Rashford, Son, Gundogan. Those are the choices, Sanjay, for me. So Subkaran says, since Man United have played 19 games, what do you think about Shaw as a cheap option to the United defense? Yeah, like I don't know what's happening with Tejas, but although now Lindelof and Shaw are those two are players, like even if they get injured and they just return, like Oli will kind of prefer Lindelof over Twanzabe or Bailey, and Shaw over Tejas. So I think they look pretty nailed on, Shaw and Lindelof when they are fit. So I don't see a problem, right? Maybe there is kind of a risk, because I do remember last time when Tejas started, he was kind of substituted after playing 45 minutes, and Shaw was bought in. So it looks like Shaw is important to that team. So yeah, Shaw, not a problem, not a problem. If you want to kind of make a money, I kind of use that money somewhere else. Go for it. I don't see a problem with that. Super. Yeah. Uh, Randy says thought on Madison as KDB replacement. Not go for it. He's not a bad option for me personally. I wouldn't go for him, right? For that kind of money, I'd go for Son or Rashford, or maybe Gundogan, Randy. But Madison not that bad. If you fancy him, he's on free kicks. Go for him. Sanjay says Chelsea not big. Chelsea not big team. So yeah, we could argue about that all night. But yeah, they're not doing good right now. But still, the squad they have is very good one. Sadly, the injuries are not helping Chelsea at all. Like as I said, when all the players are available for Lampard, like in the beginning of the season when there was Pulisic and Werner and Havertz and Ziyech, all the players, like they were getting results, right? And now Ziyech started getting injured. Havertz got the COVID, right? And Pulisic again injured. So that kind of, I think, momentum was taken away from Chelsea side after that happened, right? But still, when Lampard has full squad, I still think they're a very potent side, right? So yeah. Zara said Arsenal lost. Okay, that might be for the Southampton games, right? In the FA Cup, I guess. Zala. Randy says I'm wildcarding this week. What would your ideal wildcard team? I don't. Maybe I'll release a different video for that, right? Because I don't think a lot of them are using wildcard. Zala. All right. I'm sorry, Randy, right? But I think go for three Man City players. Try and get and Son and Kane. And yeah, try and get Wan Bissaka for defense because I think there should be a clean sheet for Man United this week. I don't know. I just feel like that. Right? I could be wrong. It is just a prediction, right? Go for Man United players. If you don't want Fernandes because he's already on 4 yellows, maybe you are planning to bring him later. Go for Rashford. Go for Wan Bissaka, right? And yeah, now although Leeds are not in the best form of their life, now they still have double game weeks left, right? They have left with Southampton. Now I don't know when that will be scheduled. I don't know, but still holding on to Leeds player might be worth it. I don't know. Maybe there's a double game week there, right, for Leeds side. So maybe holding on to Bamford Dallas, it might pay off in the upcoming days in future. So yeah, think about that too, Randy. Just kind of target players who have double game week and good fixture in upcoming days. Do that, Randy. Man City, Man United, at least one of them from Son and Kane, and maybe players from Leeds. Try that, Randy. Or maybe just wait for the game week 23, 24, or 29 for blank and double game weeks, right? That's what I'm waiting for. So Ankit said my team on Insta. So yeah, if you want your team to be kind of reviewed, I guess you could send it in the Instagram. The handle is on the screen, or you could also see in the description. I have also kind of posted the Instagram account in the description. You can check that out. So let me just show you Ankit's team. So this is what Ankit's team looks like for now. Uh, Ankit, where are you right now in the league? In my league right now, he was second until last game week. He was second in our league. So yeah, I think my captain will also be Fernandes. Fernandes captain, fine. Salah, now he's going through a rough patch, but still it's Salah after all. Sterling, fine. Gundogan, Cancelo, Cresswell, Trent. Trent. I don't know Trent. I'm not sure about Trent. I'm just not convinced with how Trent is playing right now. I don't know. He needs a competition. That guy kind of needs a competition. Uh, these Salah, Trent, these kind of players are kind of spoiled. They know they're not going to lose their place in the squad, so they're just not performing up to their level. So I don't know Trent. I don't know. I think you could use that money somewhere else, Ankit. I feel like you could use the Trent money to make your team even better. The team looks good to me. I think Dallas. You have Dallas in a bench. Martin is fine. Yeah, yeah. The team looks good to me. Maybe remove Trent for someone else. Yeah, my first priority would be maybe get rid of Trent for someone. Yeah, yeah. That's a lot of money for nothing right now, right, Ankit? Or else the team looks fine to me. Dallas fine. Johnson, yeah, then he's not playing. Overpayment not playing. So yeah, the team looks fine to me. Gundogan will play. I hope he's not rotated. The team looks fine to me except for Trent. Yeah, Ankit. Yeah, Trent. Maybe it's time for Trent to go for someone else. I have no idea who, but still, I think it's time. Maybe Wan Bissaka. Maybe try Wan Bissaka, Ankit. But the thing about Wan Bissaka, as I said, is there's no attacking returns from him. Maybe just a clean sheet. That is the one thing I worry about Wan Bissaka. But he's not a rotation risk, at least, right? So yeah, yeah, the team looks fine. Okay, just maybe remove Trent. It's about time. It's about time. Okay. Jwala says I'll bring Kane, Son, Bamford for KDB, Vardy, and Adams. KDB, Vardy, and Adams. That'll be Kane, Son. Yeah, yeah, it does not look bad, Jwala. Does not look bad to me. Yeah, yeah, fine, fine. Jwala, longer term option, yeah. Kane and Son, I don't think you could go wrong with them this season. Kane and Son. Now, next game is against Liverpool, right? Jwala, now that is a concern. But the way that Liverpool are playing right now, I wouldn't worry too much. That Matip and Fabinho, I don't know. There's just no pace in that defense. Just no. And like the work rate of Trent has decreased so much. Like the only pacey players left in that defense line is Robertson, right? Now, yeah. So yeah, there's no problem with Son and Kane. Jwala, go for it, go for it. Longer term, I think it should work. KDB, Vardy, Adams for Bamford. Yeah, Bamford on penalties. Yeah, no problem with that. Maybe there's a double gaming of coming for Bamford also, right, Jwala? So I think these are improvements. Yeah, yeah, Jwala, fine, fine. So even Goitam says, would you play Kufal and Cresswell this week? Yes, I'm playing both of them. Goitam, Goitam. So this is what it looks like. This is what my team looks like for now. Now, as I said, there will be 3 changes in my team, right? Even I'll remove Bellerin and Taylor. If I remove Bellerin and Taylor, that means I'll have to bench Ward Prowess. Do I want to bench Ward Prowess? So that is another problem. I think I'll have to. I'll bench Ward Prowess this week. If I bench him, I'm pretty sure I'll be returning 11, 13, 14 points. That is just my luck. So I don't know if I want to bench Ward Prowse, right? Uh, but if I want to play, this is a problem now. This is a big problem. So my plan is to get Diaz and Cancelo for Bellerin and Taylor, and bring in Gundogan from De Bruyne. That means I'll either have to bench Ward Prowse. Yeah, I'll bench Ward Prowse. I don't think I need to overthink this. I'll just bench Ward Prowse. Yeah. I'll bench Ward Prowse. Yeah, even I'll play both of them, Kufal and Creswell. Yeah, I'll play both of them. Nishchal says, please review my team on Insta. So okay. So I don't see Nishchal's team in the Instagram. So yeah, there's one request. So yeah, as I said, if you want your team to be reviewed, please feel free to send. Uh, Guys, okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? There was kind of a problem with the internet connection, so yeah, it's fine. It's fine now. So this is what Nishchal's team looks like. So I hope it's fine, right? James says it's lag. So yeah, I think it's fine now. I think you guys can hear me, right? It was a problem with the internet. Can you guys hear me? Please let me know in the chat box. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Very sorry about that. Yeah, it was a problem with the internet. So what we were talking about, yeah, Nishchal's team. So this is what Nishchal's team looks like, right? So yeah, I think this is a pretty solid team. So I think I would want to play Gundogan this week, Nishchal. But again, who would I remove for Gundogan? Uh, I I don't know if I want to remove anyone from this team. This team looks good. Yeah, did you like recently bench boost? Like maybe Nishchal, you used a wild card and you bench boosted in the game week 20. So if you have a bench boost, maybe even use a bench boost, I guess. Uh, Nishchal, this team looks good. I think, but I'd want to play Gundogan, but I don't know for whom. This team looks good to me. I'm probably sure you are planning to use a bench boost or you just did recently. So this is why your team looks so good. So yeah, this team looks good to me. Fine. I don't see a lot of problem with it, right? So yeah, strong bench, strong bench. James says I'm gonna take a chance on Sterling. James, yeah, that might work out. You did take a chance on Firmino too this week, right? Which did not work out, but still, maybe Sterling is like way better shot than Warner is. I mean, Firmino is, right, James? So yeah, Sterling I think is safer than Warner and Firmino and these kind of struggling players right now, James. So yeah, maybe it will work out. Sterling is not that bad choice, James. It could be a big differential. It could work out looking at the fixtures, right? So Ram Corner says Laporte and Garcia start tonight for City in FA games. That means Stones will start again. So yeah, Laporte is back. I did not know that. Thank you for that, Ram. Thank you so much. So since I'm live streaming, I just don't know. Let me check. Man City. Are they playing right now? Man City against. So it's against Chel Cheltenham. Cheltenham is it? So yeah, the lineups are here. The lineups are here. So Ederson on bench, not starting, I guess. Ederson not starting. Laporte, Garcia, who's Hardwood, Bellis in the right back, Mendy in the left back, Doyle, Fernandinho, Torres, Mahrez, Jesus, Foden. Yeah, yeah. I think Gundogan should start then in the Premier League. Yeah. This team looks, yeah. It looks like Gundogan should start in the Premier League, right? So yeah, Ram Cordell, thank you for that information. So Bipun says Phil Foden or Gundogan. Both of them are pretty good to me. I think Foden is starting right now. Bipun. Yeah, Foden is starting right now. So maybe he won't start in the Premier League. Maybe that is a risk, right? There is always a risk with Man City players. I think I'd go with Gundogan because maybe Gundogan will also take the free kicks and penalties. So that is the prediction, right, Bipun? Now that could change because the penalty takers in recent days for Man City has been changing, right? So maybe that will change, Bipun. I'm not sure, but I think I'll go with Gundogan. For this week, I'm personally going for Gundogan. So yeah, I've not said this right now. So yeah, please subscribe if you are new. Yeah, and please do drop a like if the video is helping you at all. So thank you so much. Yeah, Bipun, go for Gundogan. I'd go for Gundogan. Shrestha Bipun says take Salah out. Okay, from a team. Uh, we'll soon do that. We'll soon do that. We do. Where do we go? Where was the question? Yeah, Meshal says KDB to Gundogan. Yeah, that's what I'm doing too personally, right, Meshal? So I think I'd do that. I'll do that this week. For me, Son and Gundogan is pretty set for me. Mishal, pretty set for me. I'll do that. So yeah. Uh, Sadik says, "Hi, would you take out for Vardy, Kane, and take out KDB for Sterling? Vardy for Kane. Mine says, yes, I'll do that, Sadik. I'll do that. For this, Kane, maybe, I don't think Kane is a necessary one to do, right, Sadik? I don't think that's a necessary one to do. But KDB to Sterling, I think it should be done. I don't think you need to take a -8 already this week, Sadik. So just maybe remove KDB for Sterling this week. Maybe. Now Kane also can score against Liverpool, right? Looking at the recent form of Liverpool and considering that Kane is on penalties, right, Sadik? So I think, yeah, KDB to Sterling, that should work out for this week. Maybe just take -4. -8 not necessary, I guess, Sadik. But if you want to, that might work out. Or I think you could wait one more week and bring Kane after that, Sadik. I think I'll do that personally. Sagnik says, I made a transfer KDB to Gundogan. His price will rise tonight. And we'll do Suchek to Son by tomorrow. Sending you the team on Instagram. Can you suggest playing 11 and captain, vice captain? So, okay. Let me just look at the team. In the so yeah, this will take a little bit of time. I'm sorry about that. So this is what Sagnik's team looks like. So okay, this is what it looks like, right? The team looks pretty decent. So Son is coming in this team, right? For whom? Son for Suchek. So Suchek will be out for Son. Diaz. Who would I bench? I think I would bench Watkins. Yeah. I think I would bench Watkins against Burnley. Burnley too good defensively. Yeah. Wilson against Leeds. Leeds not doing particularly good. Wilson on penalties. Watkins not on penalties. Yeah. I think now if you bring Son in, Sainik, I think I would bring in Son for Watkins. Watkins will be benched. And Captain Fernandes, I guess. Yeah, I think my captain will also be Fernandes this week. I just don't see a lot of option. I think if De Bruyne was there, I think De Bruyne should have been an obvious pick, or maybe Sterling also a captain choice. Maybe we are overlooking that fact about Sterling, right? He could be good on a good day. He can be very good, Sterling. So Sterling could also be a sneaky captain, sneaky. So yeah, yeah. I would bench Watkins. So the team looks fine to me. I would bench Watkins. I'm pretty sure the defense looks good. Defense looks too good. Yeah. Sagnik, yeah, not too much to worry about. Just Captain Fernandes, and maybe and play Son for Watkins. That's what I would personally do. So CFC says start Cresswell or Adams. I think I would do I think I would do Cresswell. No question about that. CFC I would do Cresswell on free kicks, on corner kicks, and playing against Crystal Palace. I think there is something there. I think I'll play Cresswell. CFC. James says lag. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. The internet connection it was. So where was I? So Uday Sharma says, please review the 38 team in your league. I'll be pleased. Okay, if you are saying it that nicely, I think I should do it. So yeah, please, if you want a team be reviewed, just send it in the Instagram. It will be so much more easier. It will be so much more easier. So, but still, I think I'll just you have asked that nicely, so I think I'll do that. 38 team, right? So the team has changed. He's still in first. Hero Ball is still in the first position. Bench boosted. Yeah. Captainship got wrong, but I think 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points. Not that bad. Like, it could be better. Like, still, but 13 points is not that bad for bench boost. Like, Dallas Adams, Johnston. Yeah, fine, I guess. He's still in first position, though. Hero Ball. So, things have changed now. He's in third. Yeah, Ankit is in third. So, you said your team is on 38th position. 38th. Let's just go for him. Uday Sharma, Highlander. Okay. So this is what your team. So this is a humble brag, right? So this is what your team looks like. 110 points. Yeah. A good one. Captain De Bruyne, maybe Mr. Little, Tarkowski. Good differential. So what are you changing from this team, Uday? So Kufal, Tarkowski, who is he playing? I think Aston Villa, right? Maybe there's no clean sheet there. Aston Villa. So defense. Zuma did not play both the games, right? Why did he not play both the games? I don't know. But yeah, Tomori is also loaned out, I guess. I got a notification about Tomori, right? He's kind of loaned out. The center back for Chelsea. I think he's loaned out. I'm not sure, but I did get that notification. So bench boosted. This bench boost looks ridiculous. Like, if this bench boost would have been good, you could have easily have 130 points, 140, right? So Suchek, maybe it's time for Suchek to go. The fixtures are not that bad though. If you want to hold on to Suchek, not a problem, right? Kane, Bamford, Antonio. Yeah, the front three looks like a popular one. Kane, Bamford, and Antonio right now. Bamford will be back soon. I'm pretty sure about that. He's on penalties. Son looks fine. You do have that coverage. So yeah, you are playing without any Liverpool players. For now, it might be fine. But again, it's kind of a scary thought to play without any Liverpool attackers right now. They are in a drought right now. I do understand that, but still, I don't know. I don't know. It's like kind of scary to play without Liverpool attackers. They are very lethal. Uh, Diaz, Kufal, Suchek, Fernandez, De Bruyne, Son. The team looks good to me. Maybe it's time for Suchek to go and maybe remove some money from the bench. I guess Zuma, Neto, but still, 110 points. Congratulations, man. Very good one. Son, yeah. Maybe Tarkowski can be played around with 2. What is his price? 5.3. Uh, Maybe just leave him there for this week. But still, if you are free to the idea of removing Tarkowski or Suchek, I think I would play around. You also have to remove De Bruyne though. So maybe you could remove De Bruyne for Salah, or maybe Rashford also, or maybe just Sterling. You have a lot of money in bench too. Zuma, Neto, right? So yeah, you can play around with it. Yeah, Sterling is there. Yeah, a lot of options. Or maybe get another Man City defense, Cancelo. Yeah. You can do. There's just so many options, and you already have good bench, a lot of money in the bench, and De Bruyne out. Yeah, play around with that. If you have anything specific, I think there's a lot of options you can go with, right, Uday? So if there's anything in mind, do write it in the chat box. So yeah, and congratulations, man, 110 points, too good. So Sadik says, would you bring in Vardy? Would you bring in Vardy and Kane and take out KDB and huh? Would you bring in Vardy and Kane? So I'm pretty sure you are not bringing in Vardy. So maybe that's misspelled Sadik, I guess. So yeah, please rephrase it. Yeah, please. Nishal says, I'm considering to play Gundogan and bench Kane. Hope it doesn't bite me back. Yeah. I don't know. You could be a good, I don't know. You could be a genius, Like Kane could blank, but still, the idea of benching Kane is kind of, I don't know, scary, right, Nishal? So Kane could blank, but still he has been consistent. Would you want? Nah, I wouldn't do that. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Gundogan for Kane. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Nishal. Yeah, it's, I don't know. It's kind of it's kind of just scary. I wouldn't take that kind of risk. It is a calculated risk. I don't think so. Nah, I wouldn't do that. No, Nishal, I wouldn't do that. Uh, MSK said, should I do KDB to Sterling or do KDB and Watkins to Kane and Grealish? Already have Son. Leaning towards Sterling. Yeah, do Sterling one, MSK. As I said, I'm not looking at Grealish at all right now because of his 4 yellow cards, right? He's already on 4, and I'm just waiting to Grealish to get suspended, just waiting for him to get suspended, and maybe after that I'll bring him in. Because the fixtures are good, right, MSK? So yeah, you are leading towards the good ones, I guess. Sterling. So Sterling, KDB to Sterling, or do KDB to Watkins to Kane? Yeah, do Sterling one. Yeah, the Sterling one option is good. MSK. Yeah, do Sterling ones. Watkins, I don't know if I want Watkins in my team. Yeah, should I do KDB to Sterling or do KDB and Watkins to? Yeah, just bring in Sterling. MSK, just bring in Sterling. Do that. Yeah, it might work out. Do that. Subcoin says, Cancelo benched in FA Cup. Good chances he plays in PL. Yeah. And Walker is also injured. Subcoin, right? So I think it should be Cancelo playing either in the right or left. So yeah. Subcoin, yeah. I'll bring Cancelo in this week. Cancelo and Diaz in my team this week. Subcoin, for a hit. Sadik says, thanks. You're welcome. Sadik says, great show. Thanks for your information. Thank you so much, Sadik. Thank you so much for joining in. And yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. James says, I'm going to KDB. I'm going to KDB to Sterling for free, and next week get Son for Suchek and Firmino for Brewster, and then I'm bring Antonio in after. Okay, a lot of thing to process with, right? But what you are leading to is very good, I think, because I personally also will remove KDB for Gundogan, right, and bring in Son next week. So that is my idea too, James. Just the players are different, but the players that we are bringing in are both same. So James, I think it is a very good plan. Yeah, bringing in Son next week, I don't think that's bad at all. Maybe captain also next week. I don't know. Let's see what happens, right? But for now, I think James is fine. MSK says, what changes would you make to my team? Okay, Martinez, Ariola, I think 4.5, right? Mitchell, Dallas, and Mitchell is getting time ahead of Van Aanholt, right? PVA. He's playing ahead of PVA recently. 90 minutes all of the game. I think I should get him before his price rises, I guess. I don't know, Mitchell for 3.9 playing all the games. But I still am kind of skeptical about Mitchell and Kilman and all these players, you know. They'll be playing right now. Like, if you remember, like Mitchell was, when PV returned to the squad after his injury, Roy Hodgson did not even have Mitchell in his team list, you know. He was not even there. Like, from playing every 90 minutes to not even being on a list, like, that is very tragic, you know. So now he's playing again, Mitchell, right? So let's wait. Uh, Dallas, Kufal, Cancelo, Diaz, Son, KDB, Salah, Bruno, Rafinha, lost cause right now. Bamford, Antonio, Watkins. So MSK, I think Martin is fine. Ariola also some kind of money. You could save some money from Ariola, right? MSK, Mitchell fine. Dallas, Kufal, KDB, Salah. Yeah, a lot of players. I think kind of now Rafinha is one of those players, right? Rafinha, Cavallero, and Madison and Barnes also. Those are the kind of players I'm kind of afraid of, you know, to bring in my team. They're kind of I just don't like it. I just don't like it. They are the transfer waiting to happen, and Rafinha is one of those. Madison and Barnes also could be one of those players, you know, who might just drop off the form. That can happen. Those are the things that I worry about. Those kind of players. So MSK, I think I would play around with now. Watkins fixes are good though, but he's not scoring or doing anything right now. So Watkins, but they did miss kind of a whole month, you know, because of the COVID. So maybe we need to wait. But I think I would play like, if you want to make changes, I think play around with Rafinha. But again, Rafinha might have double game weeks in upcoming days. MSK. So that is one of the reason I'm kind of holding on to Dallas and Bamford in my team, right? Waiting for this Southampton game, right? Rafinha. So it depends on you. What do you think about Rafinha? Do you see him as a long-term option? Because in my team Bamford, I see him as a long-term option, and he might play a double game week in upcoming days, right? So there's no need to remove Bamford, or maybe I'll just stick with Dallas too, or maybe remove Dallas for Mitchell if he keeps on playing, right? If Mitchell keeps on playing, so I can use that money somewhere else. MSK. But yeah, I think from this team, players that I can play around with is Ariola, Rafinha. So Mitchell, Dallas, Kufal, Cancelo, Diaz, KD, Salah. Let's see the performance of Salah and Liverpool in upcoming days. Let's see. Like, Salah is not, like, he is a good FPL player, but still, if he's not scoring or assisting in upcoming days, I think it's safe to say we could use that money somewhere else, right? MSK. So, but still, for now, just leave Salah there. Don't do anything. But Rafinha, Ariola, and Watkins, those three players. Yeah, those three players are the players you can play around with. MSK. Yeah, those three players I would consider playing around with. Or else I think the team looks fine. Cancelo, Diaz fine. Kufal fine. Dallas. Yeah. The team looks fine to me. MSK. Ram Cornell says, review 44th. Please come on, don't do this. Review 44th team of your league, bro. Actually, सुन्न मन लाग्यो stream अनि Yedlin खेल्छ कि नै आज. Yedlin did not play last week, so I don't know. So maybe Yedlin won't play this week either. So yeah, as I was talking about one of our viewer, right, who had who had 2 century points this season. So 44th team. Let's check Ram Cordell's 44th. So yeah, time for change. So this is what he got. So yeah, he was talking about his team. So this is what he got: 136 points. He has done this twice this season. You know, more than 100 points. So bench boost pretty good. De Gea, Saka. So yeah, pretty good team selection. चित्त बुझ्यो होला नि त हैन. This is good. This is good enough. Yedlin, I don't know if Yedlin will play or not. Like, he was playing, like, the left back Lewis. He did lose his place to, I think, Richie, or I don't remember the left back, right? But Yedlin also kind of did not play last season. So Stones is one of the players that kind of changed everything this week, I think. Stones and Diaz. Diaz also had an assist. I did not have Diaz. I did not have Stones. I did not have Cancelo. Literally no one from Man City. And Stones single-handedly changed everything this game week, you know. So yeah, so Ram Gordil has 136 points, and congratulations, man. So yeah, okay, what we are talking about, let me get to your questions. Uday says, I have sent you team for this game week on Instagram. Okay, let me just check. Uday, so I don't see a team. Let me check the team. So yeah, okay, I do have here. Let me just download this, right? Let's take a little bit of time. Sorry about that. So Uday Bhai. So this is what Uday's team looks like. Okay. Okay, this is what Uday's team looks like. Martinez, Kufal, Diaz, Tarskowski, Suchek, Fernandez, Sterling, Son, Bamford, Keane. The team looks good. Dallas, Zuma, Neto. Yeah, this is the exact team that you had, right? So yeah, as I said, Tarskowski, maybe it's time for him. 5.3 for Tarskowski. I don't know if I want to pay that kind of money. He did return handsomely, right? But still, that's 2 games. So Tarskowski, I think 5.3. It's about time you leave Tarskowski from your team. Uday, yeah, Tarskowski. Get rid of Tarskowski. Zuma, Neto, Tarskowski. Yeah, yeah, those are the players I would play around with. Son, Keane, Bamford, fight. Tarskowski against Aston Villa. That looks fine. Maybe after that, not so good because they face Man City and Chelsea, I guess. So Suchek also, I think the fixtures are fine. If you want to bench Suchek, I don't see a problem there. The fixtures are fine, right? So yeah, leave Suchek there. I think it's fine. Maybe remove Tarskowski. Yeah, I don't know. It's so much 5.3 for defender, and fixtures are also not that good. So I think you can save some money from Tarskowski Uday. Yeah, Zuma also, Neto also. So as I said, there's a new center forward coming in for Wolves, right? Because Fabio Silva has not been scoring at all right now. So I guess they needed this since Raul Jimenez is not fit yet. So let's see what happens after that. If anything changes in the team, if the dimension of the team changes at all, the performance improves or anything. So maybe Neto, I don't know. I think, but for now, I think Tarskowski must be the one. You could get Cancelo there. I think I would do that. I'd do that, Uday. I would get Cancelo. I think it will make your team even better if you get Cancelo there. Yeah. The team looks good to me though. Yeah. For Zuma, you could remove Cancelo. Yeah, that could happen. It's a lot of money in the bench. That's what all I have to say. It's a lot of money in the bench. You can take that off and use it in the midfield or defense or anywhere else. MSK says, yeah, in thinking to do Sterling for KDB and then in game week 21 take out Watkins and Rafinha for Grealish and Brewster. Watkins, take out Rafinha. So, but MSK, we don't know about the Leeds, double game week. So it could be any time. I don't think it will be 21 though. I think maybe in game week 23, maybe 23 or 29. I just don't know yet, right? But it is just predicted. It's not sure yet, MSK. But yeah, if you are fine with removing Rafinha, I think it's fine. It's fine. I wouldn't like argue too much, right? MSK. So what you're thinking is fine. Sterling for KDB in game. Yeah, in game. In thinking to do Sterling for KDB and then just do Sterling for KDB this week. MSK. Just do that. Yeah. Uday says I'm not doing any extra transfer because -12 in game week 20. You don't have to, Uday. You already have pretty good team. Already done -12 in game week 20. I'm not doing any extra transfer because of -12 in game week 20. Okay, this is game week 21, right? Game week 20. You already have made a transfer. You already have done -12. Is that it, Uday? I don't know what you're saying. So if you have already taken -12, I don't think you had to take that. But if you have done that, don't do anything else, I guess. Ankit says, time to go buy great content. Thank you, Ankit. Thank you so much for supporting the channel all the time. Ankit Sagni, all these James, right? Thank you so much. Yeah, Ankit, see you again. Thank you so much for joining, Ankit, and thank you for the questions. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the deadline stream. So Utkrist says, change GDP to Gundogan and Vardy to Kane. Just can't predict Madison and Barnes since Vardy is out. Problem is I have 6 mil left in the bank and don't own Salah and Grealish. Yeah, Utkrist. I think I would, as I said, Grealish, I think I would wait. Right, Utkrist, I'd wait. Until he gets his 5th yellow, I'd wait, and after that, maybe get him in because the fixtures are good, right? So Salah also does not look that bad at all. Utkrist, does not look that bad. So yeah. For now, I think just make that move. KDB to Gundogan, I'll do that too. Vardy to Kane, that's a big improvement since like KDB and Vardy, both of them are not playing at all, right? So problem is I have 6 million left. Yeah, maybe in the coming days you could get some other players. If you don't have Diaz or Cancelo, maybe try and get one of them, right? Next game week you could try and get Son in your team, Utkrist. So there are a lot of options. 6 million is a lot of money. So even if you just have a 4.3, 4.5 midfielder, you can buy Son, Rashford, these kind of players. So that's a lot of money, Utkrist. So Uday says, "Kahan se ho?" So I'm from Nepal actually. I'm not from India, but I do understand. We do watch a lot of Indian movies. So I'm from India, Uday. Yeah, I did watch that. I don't remember the movie, the Uday one. I don't know. I don't remember the movie. Damn, that movie was good. I don't remember the movie. Yeah. So I'm from Nepal, Uday. So yeah, as I said, so I think the questions are over, right? This is probably it. So Uday says, I was saying I can't afford extra transfer for game week 21 because I took a minus 12 hit in game week 20. So yeah, don't make any changes for now. Let the game week 20 finish, right? Maybe after that, try and get some other players. But for now, if you have already taken those kind of hit, just leave it there. Yeah, game week 20. So just leave it there. Don't do anything for now, Uday. So okay, Uday, yeah, welcome. Yeah, exactly, welcome. Yeah, we do like those kind of movies, Welcome, Hera Fairy, and all these movies. Like big fan of Paresh Rawal and all these actors, legend. So so James says, Gabriel, nice stream, bro. Thank you, James. Okay, if there are any questions, just shoot them, right? Or else I think it's about time I end this, because I hope I answered all your queries, right? So as I said, since there was some kind of examination going on, I couldn't like kind of watch all the football matches. But still, now I'll try and do that, right? And I'll be there for the deadline stream too. I'll post the time and everything in the Instagram. You guys could check out there, right? So I have one of the question here. James says, nice stream, bro. Thank you, James. Thank you for being so supportive of the channel. Thanks so much, James. Daniel says, I have Martial but not Bruno. Should I take out KDB for Bruno or for Sterling or Gundo? So Daniel Harper, the thing about Bruno is he's on 4 yellows right now, right, Daniel? So if he gets one more yellow, he will be banned for one more game. So I think if you don't have Bruno right now, in this case, if you are leaning towards Man United asset, maybe but you already have Martial. So do you want Rashford? I think if you don't have both Rashford and Fernandes, and right now you want to bring a Man United midfielder, I think I would lean towards Rashford rather than Fernandes because of the yellow card, right, Daniel? So yeah, I think I'll. If you don't have Bruno Fernandes right now, I think you don't need to worry. Now the thing about the yellow card, the one more yellow card is now it might come next week or maybe even after 6 weeks. I don't know that, Daniel, right? I don't know that. So if you are free to the idea of, okay, it's fine, you will take the risk even if he concedes one more yellow and misses one more game. You will just bench him, just leave him there in the bench, right? If you are fine with that, Daniel, get Bruno this week. There's no problem. He's playing against Sheffield. I'm probably sure there's something for Bruno, because my captain will be Bruno this week, right, Daniel? If you are fine with him being on 4 yellows, get him this week, or else lean towards uh, a Rashford or these kind of players. Sterling also not that bad for Bruno. Yeah, I personally, Daniel, I'm also removing De Bruyne for Gundogan this week. De Bruyne for Gundogan and War Prowess for Son. I'm not doing Son this week. That's next week. I'm bringing Son next week, Daniel. So yeah, that is what I'm planning. So it all depends. It all depends. James says Sterling or Gundogan. I don't know which one. I think James, like, Sterling is a superior option. Like, I think Sterling should be a superior option than Gundogan, right? But my plan is to get in the Son and all these players. So I want two defensive defenders from Man City, the Cancelo and Diaz, right? That means I also want Gundogan and I can't have Sterling. So I think it's pretty easy for me to choose Gundogan rather than Sterling. So it also depends. Sterling is not that bad, James. It could be a very good differential, but still he has been kind of inconsistent this season. He's not the old Sterling, James. So that is one thing I worry about Sterling. Like, that is a lot of money if he misses, but still, he kind of looks obvious. The fixes are too good. There is no De Bruyne, so someone has to take the responsibility. It could be Mahrez, it could be Gundogan, it could be Bernardo Silva, who will be taking in charge, right, of the upcoming 3 easy fixtures. So Sterling not that bad option. I'm just kind of skeptical of him because of what he did to me in the beginning of the season, right, James? But I think Sterling is good. Uh, Subkaran says, do you think absence of KDB will impact Gundogan, Sterling, and Man City midfield performance? Exactly. I do think that will happen, because I do remember, as I said, in the beginning of the season when De Bruyne got injured, like, they drew against Leeds side. I do remember that game. I watched that game, right? There was a big media coverage about how the Pep Guardiola and Bielsa were gonna play against each other, right? And in that game, I think De Bruyne was there, but he played too deep in that game, right? But before that or after that, I think he got injured with Belgium, and the performance was not that good at all. There were Champions League games going on, the group stages and all that, the fixture congestion, right? It did not help at all to the Man City side. And there was no Aguero, also no centre forward. Jesus also was not there, and everything was pointing towards that Sterling should be doing good. Like, he was the only man who could do good in those games, but he did not do that. He did not take the responsibility. He did not perform, and my differential did not work with Sterling. Subkaran. So I do worry without De Bruyne, maybe they are not as good when it comes to attacking. But I don't know. For Gundogan, I think it's a good news because he'll get more playing time, in my opinion, right? Because as I said, the only players that can play in place of De Bruyne are Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. I think that's what I personally think. Because looking at that creative midfield option, I think Gundogan and Bernardo Silva are the only ones. So not Rodri, not Fernandinho. So yeah, let's see. I do worry about them right now. I will be trying to get 3 Man City players this week. Defensively, I don't think not having De Bruyne will hurt that much, but attacking wise, I do worry. Subkaran. CFC says Adams or Rafinha, who to start, bro? Okay, let me just check the fixtures first. Uh, Leeds, Newcastle, Rafinha, Adams, Southampton. Adams did look good, but Ings will be back, so uh, this is a tough one, right? Adams like almost scored against Shrewsbury, but again, that was Shrewsbury. Like that was not Arsenal. So Leeds, I think, but again, Leeds are not doing that good. I think I would play Rafinha though ahead of Adams and hope for something. When like comparatively, when you look at that Leeds side, when they do play good, right? Like they're as a team entirely, they look very good. They look very good, and Newcastle are not in good form. And we did see how Leeds scored so many goals against West Brom, right? Like they were in a very good form back then. When not, it's not like too far. I think it's just uh, Leeds scored, I think, 6 goals, I guess, against West Brom, right? That could happen again. Like I don't know when it was, but I think they scored a lot, 5 goals. So 5 goals against West Brom, and Newcastle kind of looks like a West Brom right now, So maybe there's some goals there too. So I think I'll play Rafinha there. Yeah, I'll play Rafinha. CFC, I'll play Rafinha. Sukran says, how is your cup performance? I think I got knocked out this week. Let me check. Yeah, I got knocked out. I still have one player left to play, but I don't have huge expectation at all. Unless Martinez scores 30 points, I think I'm out. Yeah, my opinion. My opponent has 82 points. I have only 64 points. So yeah, I'm out of cup this week. Yeah, this week has not been a good week at all. Sukarn. Sukarn, do you think Foden will get more minutes time at the CM position in absence of KDB? He should. He should. Even if not CM, he can play in the left. He can play in the right. Right. So yeah. If Sterling moves to a center forward position, right, Sukan, it depends. If Sterling moves to the center forward position, which looks like very possible thing, because Aguero is again, I think he has again coronavirus or something. He's out. That's what I read. Aguero is out, and Gabriel Jesus. It looks like Pep Guardiola just doesn't trust Gabriel Jesus, so he's playing Ferran Torres there sometimes Sterling, and before this double game week, KDB was the center forward. So it looks like if Sterling moves to the center forward position, more of a center position, I think Foden will get more chances. So it depends, Subkaran, if Gabriel Jesus will play or not. If Gabriel Jesus plays, so Bernardo Silva can still play there, right? So it depends. It depends, Subkaran. But I do think not having De Bruyne means more time for Foden. And like I think Foden is one of the top scorer of Man City right now, right? So his XGs are good and all that stuff. So I was kind of checking the XGs for the teams. So Son has the highest XG compared to looking at the last 3 game stats. So Son is on the top, and Lacazette is in the second, and Harry Kane on third, and Aubameyang is on fourth. So yeah, those are the list for now. Everyone who's watching. So okay, I think I'll just end the stream, right? There are no more questions, right? So I'll post my deadline stream time in the Instagram. So yeah, do check out the Instagram. It's public. If you want to follow, just go there, and you can send me a team or anything. We could talk. We could have a nice talk. So firstly, I'll thank everyone joining, right? James, Subkaran, CFC, Ankit, Sagnik, everyone. Thank you for the support so much. Thank you so much, Ram Koril. I'll be back in the deadline stream. Now, if I make any kind of changes, right? If I make any kind of changes, I'll let you know in the Instagram. I'll just post my final team, my captain, everything in the Instagram, and I'll let you guys know there. So, and again, I have another question from Steven Starfield. I have Jesus, Sterling captain, and Stones. Yeah, it might work out. Steven, yeah, Sterling. I think he's a good captainship choice for this week, or maybe for upcoming 3 games. Now he could be inconsistent, right, Steven? But Sterling, fine. Good differential one. I think it's a calculated risk. So Steven Sarfield, I think Sterling captain, not that bad choice. So current paper rate would be at its peak if Gundogan gets dropped in KDB absence. Yeah, I don't think now it could happen. It's Pep Guardiola after all, but still, I don't see a lot of options there. I don't see a lot of choices, like quality choices. They have choices, but they need quality choices. They want to keep winning. They want to get up the table. They still have 2 games in their hands, right? But still, how Liverpool are dropping and how Chelsea are dropping, how Arsenal are dropping, I think Man City would want to capitalize on that. So he would want good for the Man City side. So I don't think there will be a lot of rotation for important player like Sterling and Diaz and maybe Gundogan too, since there is no De Bruyne. So let's not worry, I guess, right? So everyone, thank you so much for joining in. Take care, stay safe, right? I'll be there in the deadline stream. As I said, if I make any changes, I'll let you guys know in the Instagram. So yeah, James, Sukaran, Sagnik, Ankit, Ram Korel, thank you so much for joining in. Shirish, okay, bye bye, good night, take care.